So no shock, both are going to start again with concrete. Definitely want to avoid these boulders that come down here. Hypa took a little bit of a hit, but did a nice job of getting over to the left-hand side.
Oh! Now Hypa took that early death.
Yeah, you got a little bit, I think, kind of crossed up there. And that'll happen once in a while.
Yeah, he was trying to take a deboost and...
We'll flip over to Poly for now.
Yeah, much better.
Music is the same, but he's got a little bit of the lead right now because of the Hypa death there. Poly with a nice job through the elephant fights. Great masher there. Talking about another great masher, Hypa's doing tremendous. Gets all those shots in, and then that nice jump there at the end, right at the head shot to get through there and not take any damage. That just, I can't tell you. I think that takes about 15 shots. So to fire that away and have those balls coming at you and the pits that you have to worry about, amazing job by the runners that can do that and do it so well. Poly with a good job getting through the stage. Front gate of 131. Solid approach there to the concrete fight. Let's see what kind of RNG he gets. So he's going to shoot and charge. You're going to want to, again, keep him down to the ground as much as possible. Concrete not really playing nicely. Doing a lot of the whole jumping things. We know you're a big guy. We know you're agile. But you don't have to show off. You want the runners to get through this as quick as possible, bud.
Yes.
Pretty good fight. Just gets them there at the 2-minute mark. So usually about a 14-second delay if you're going to teleport out, depending on your when your splits are or whatever. So he should get out about 2:14. Hypa into the concrete fight as well. Getting a little bit of the jumpy stuff too, but nice, clean, quick kill.
Yeah, only 20 seconds behind. It's actually better.
Poly's going to go on to Magma, and we'll see if he opts to go his usual strats, which is to just kind of watch the beam go, and we'll show you kind of as it comes up if you missed what happened the first time around, where he took a death. Making his way up to climb up to this little section. So right up here is where Poly took a death in game 1, and he's gonna try to freeze it up again. Oh, he's been working on it.
Much better.
Nice. He got through. That'll save a few seconds of time instead of waiting there. If you can't get the second beam, you may as well just wait for the first one to go down too, because it's not gonna save you any time. You're gonna have to wait just as long. But nice job getting through there. Precise shooting jumps, so, and avoiding the death pit there of the lava, so nice job. Oh
no, Hyper, why?
A little too low, and he's gonna take a death there into the lava pit. So Poly with a couple deaths taken there by Hypa, he's gonna fall a little bit behind now as Poly's making his way towards the final push towards the magma room. You have these beams here. Poly, you know, is a 32 runner, almost a 32-30 runner, and he doesn't utilize that beam clip there, which you can obviously, you know, get a 32 without it, but it does save a little bit of time if you want to take that risk. But I can't blame him in a tournament setting for wanting to avoid that, because it can be pretty dodgy. Hypa's making his way down to the dragon and the checkpoint while Poly's into the magma fight. Again, you try to want to get 3 shots in as much as you can. The big jumps, I think, are much easier to do so. And a decent fight there gets him through. Hypa's going to take the damage boost from those lava pillars there that shoot, which doesn't disappoint me when it happens, to be honest with you, because that is a tougher jump than you think there. It's quite long, and it's easy to short it. So he'll damage right through. And I just kind of want to talk about that as a really pretty dangerous
Hmm.
little clip through that
Oh,
lava beam
that
there. If
sucks.
you just put your foot in too far, and unfortunately, Hype is going to take the game over. I'll have to start over.
He stopped on the
Probably
perfect
knows that he had
pixel.
to start taking a little bit more risks now because he's probably assuming Poly, a very good runner in his own right, has probably got a little bit of a lead with a few dots. So if it takes another one there, as the concrete block was just a little bit too high. Poly again going the Hornet Man here, choosing him as the third robot master to visit. Again, he has all the items that he needs to get through here. He has the concrete shot to use as the platforms and to kill the flower. He has the magma beam to kill Hornet. So he's going to go through here. Let's see what kind of RNG he gets. So he's going to get the worst flower by far, the 3 o'clock flower. You have to go all the way across the screen, kill him, and then come all the way back across. So bad RNG luck there for Poly. But he'll get through it. At least he gets through it in one cycle, which is not always a guarantee. Sometimes you can miss that, depending if you mash too slow or if you kind of just kind of shoot through them. Kind of eats the concrete input. Hyper gets the dragon kill. First swing through. He'll be moving on to the next stretch here as Poly uses the concrete there as a very useful weapon. Not only very powerful again, but you can use it as a nice platform. Big Mama gets mashed that time.
Oh, going for the cool strat again. Let's see.
Going for the Hornet fight. The big full charge there. He missed the bottom charge, but really still a good kill.
Yes,
That big charge that got through to him, I think, probably did a little bit more damage than the singular shot there, which allowed him to even miss the one there towards the bottom and still get the center kill. Very nice fight for Poly for all. And Hyper will be heading right into Magma Man. Polytopes is going to head to Galaxy now. Hyper with a very solid
Oh, that was a really nice fight.
And a center landing point so he can teleport out there as quick as possible and not have to walk all the way across. You want to kill him close to the center, just like you do in most Mega Man games, where you can't move once your controls are taken away, such as 9. So he did a nice job doing that. And on to Galaxy for Mr. Polytopes here, his 4th Robot Master in this round. Hypa is also going to go to Galaxy, but he will choose it as his 3rd. He did this his first run too. Again, really no main difference in there. They have all the weapons they need. It's just more of a safety type thing in case those little carrier guys that Poly was just riding give you a little bit of trouble later on. You can have an out with the Hornets to kill those guys and avoid the spike death. There's a nice Met kill there to keep moving through here without any damage boost delays. Hyper takes the damage boost there to skip climbing the ladders. Very fun stage to run. A lot of jumps, a lot of movements. The music's great. Can't really beat it. This is a very, very fun stage. And it's, for the most part, pretty safe. Not a whole lot of terrible obstacles that'll get in your way. Hyper with a good Met kill again. Oh, Poly missed Rush there a little bit. So now he's going to have to take double the damage, and he's going to have to be careful here with the whole shot chasing him, but he'll get through it. Now, see, this is where it pays off here.
Oh.
You can take that Hornet and kill him there because he took the damage off those spaceships there. If he did not have that Hornet, he was going to go straight into those spikes and, you know, go all the way back to the continue point. So it's not a bad option to have that in your back pocket. You know, Hyper runs a little bit more of the risk there of not having it, but, you know, a lot of these guys most of the time aren't going to get hit there anyway, so just do that. So Galaxy's not going to be a bro, as we can see. He goes straight up to the ceiling, and he eats a concrete input shot. That's really cool. We always love when that happens, but he still gets them on that second cycle before he went climbing back up to the ceiling again. The last thing he was going to want to deal with was having him dance around up in the sky, or up in the side. I can't talk. Up in the sky, And Hypa's not going to get much good fortune out of him either here, but he's going to get 5 shots in, which is optimal. About as good as you can get in that situation. As soon as he appears, you fire a shot and you can get 5 in. Poly did nothing wrong. He did it at a good time. He just happened to have Galaxy eat his concrete shot, so, and that'll happen. So Hypa's going to go on to Hornet to get him done. Poly went on to command stage here. He's going to use the Buster Strats to get through, take some damage boosts. It saves him a little bit of menu time. Some runners will go the concrete shots. But yeah, I mean, again, if you want to save the menu time and you can get through it, you may as well do the Buster. Good job avoiding those spiders there. Tricking them out there with the Hornets. Hypa with a good job getting through the mini flower pot there, avoiding those honing flowers. And they will find you, and they will not leave you alone there. Just about as good of a cheese ball as you can get. I like the 1 second from the right the best because I can have my Mega Man's rear end kind of up against the gate, but you can't complain about that one being right there for him. And Hypa's going to get the 3 o'clock flower as well. Both runners getting 3 o'clock flower on them. It's pretty unfortunate. Hypa moving on past the checkpoint. The bridge stages here. Good job for Poly to utilize that little swinging platform, which is that little quick kick that will save the pendulum from swinging there a couple times, save you a couple seconds. And a nice damage boost through Big Mama to get through to the gate. Hypa moving along quite well here. As the honing flower gives him a little bit of difficulty, so he's going to have to go up to the ladder there. Poly missed the 1 shot there on Jewel, getting him to jump into that 5 times, but no big deal. Still a good kill, still quick time. And he'll get through Jewel with very little difficulty.
Nice Big Mama kill.
Hypa here coming into the Hornet fight. He's
Revenge
a
kill.
little bit careful here. His health is low, but I have faith that he's going to do just fine here. Excellent kill. Nice job.
Pretty much
If you
perfect.
miss any of those bees, they're going to be right on your tail as well, and it kind of changes up a little bit of what Hornet Man's going to do. He'll kind of charge back and forth. You'll have to dodge that bee, and I don't know if he would have had enough health to get through with a bee hit or not, so good job to get the kill there. Again, Poly's going to go to Splash Woman. Next, you can do Splash, you can do Plug. It doesn't matter. Just got to do Plug before Tornado. Hypa on the Jewel Man now. Poly doing a nice job here getting down without any damage. Again, he did the boost through the octopus there. Or the shot boost, I should say. He made the kill instead of risking taking the damage and setting them back just slightly. Hypa on through his section with no problem. Again, avoids those spiders for the damage and the inevitable drops that seem to happen every time those spiders get killed. It's really annoying. There's always a health drop, it seems. Poly with a good job of getting rushed to come away from those spikes, so he doesn't take the headshot there. He misses the summoning of the dog there a little bit, but no problem. Pause him out. Get him to do his thing again.
Pretty terrible cheese ball.
For Hypa as he is on through the checkpoint of the Jewel Man stage, taking the damage boost there to speed up his progress a little bit from those pesky jewels. Good use of the rush dog by Poly to get through that section without having to wait for those water platforms. Hypa with a nice job with that little bridge kick there to get through quickly. And Poly's going to find his way into the fight with Splash Woman. And a really nice kill for Polytopes. The upper left corner is where you want it. You did a great job of making sure that's where she was finished off. Hypa got the 5 hits there and got the kill just before Jewel hitting the wall. You know, it'll save about a second and a half or so by the time it's all said and done, I would say. I don't know, I'm not really the best with the timing, but, you know, instead of having to run all the way to the wall and come back, he got the kill, so it was a really nice fight from Hypa. On the plug man now for Poly, and I know this is a fan favorite of a lot of runners here in this community. This can be a really tricky with the Yoku blocks. You never know what you're going to get. Hypa as well is going to go to plug man. He differs from Poly in that regard as far as different strategy and what he wants to do for his run order. Again, we're going to see Poly utilize the Yoku blocks, just jumping them instead of going the Rush Jet, while Hypa is going to use Rush Jet there right at the third platform to get across. BT was saying a little bit earlier, not too much of a time save or anything like that, because everything's still on a global timer, and it ends up being kind of the same amount of time getting through everything there. It just kind of depends on your preference and how you want to do things. So Poly's across the dangerous part, and he's going to be moving on towards more of the latter third of the stage. And Hypa gets across as well. And he looks like he's going to have just enough Rush Jet to do the damage boost up here a little bit later to skip the rest of the remaining Yoku blocks. Poly with a nice job. We'll see if he can get the BMJ jump here. Yeah. It happens. At least he tried.
Yeah, I respect that. I respect that.
And Hypa with the BMJ jump.
Nice
job.
Yeah, he got.
It's about a 4-frame window for the small jump, and it's a frame perfect one for the high jump. But I think both guys have gotten the small jump times. So good job.
Actually,
nice kill. Both getting about the same thing there, but Hypa just had one of his Jewel satellites kind of eaten up there by Plugman, which happens if you hit it just a little too quick. No problem though, as he goes to the backup of using Magma Bazooka, which is kind of the universal backup weapon in this game, and he gets a quick kill. Nice job. Poly will head to Tornado now, and Hypa about a stage behind. He'll head over to Splash. Of course, these guys are very, very talented Mega Man runners. I know Hypa is involved very heavily into the Mega Man 10. He also has this great time that he has in Mega Man 9. Polytopes is a tremendous Mega Man 9 runner. He was working on Mega Man 1 a little bit, and he likes the Mega Man series as well, so if you're a big fan of that, regardless, these guys are really, really solid players. Mash that follow button, go visit them. Twitch.tv/FLALORM and Twitch.tv/Polytopes. These guys are awesome, awesome talents. Give them a follow, see what they're all about. Poly with a good job getting across the little bit of the safer route there. Again, it's not that much quicker from taking the dangerous route that Hypa takes, but you just, like I said, save a little bit more of the rush for the flight across the rain in the face part. Good skip there by Poly to avoid all that damage and keep Rush up. And a nice job by Hypa to avoid those spikes. So that'll be the difference right there. Poly will have to go all the way to that platform against the rain and those platforms, which makes it a little bit more dangerous on that end of the things because he doesn't have his rush left. But I would say that's probably a little less dangerous than the alternative way, but hey, whatever works for either player, you know. Poly's going to make his way over. You want to utilize the rain at your back like he does and keep kind of moving as much as you can. You can really fly through those stages that it has the rain towards your back. And he's going to go into the tornado fight. We'll see what kind of RNG he gets, and of course it's pretty much garbage, which is a bummer. And a really nice fight for Hypa. Okay, they're still staying about a stage apart from each other as Hypa the Poly again is going to utilize the Buster through here. Good precise jumps and shots to get through there quickly. It's tougher than it looks. I'm the guy that goes with the Jewel Satellite, but again it saves you a little bit of time with menuing. You don't have to worry about, but he did a nice job getting through. I've been doing a really good job after a little bit of a rough patch that he had there in the magma section. Really, I think doing an impressive job of being as close as he is right now. He did suffer several deaths there in the magma stage, but he's doing a really good job of kind of keeping pace after, and maybe even getting a little bit time back, because he did take a game over at the dead end of magma, so it did take a lot of time away from him. He's doing a nice job of still keeping this interesting. You never know with this game. It is punishing. One wrong move can open the door a little bit. Good job for Poly to avoid the beam there. Again, that's tougher than it looks to summon the dog to the right spot. Hypa again moving really quickly through the rain being at his back. And skip some platforms and move through there really, really quickly. And it's probably a little safer to actually move quicker through there. When you're kind of jumping and taking it really easy there, there is a big problem sometimes with actually just landing on the platform and fighting the weather. And Poly, that stinks. He misses the dog there on that platform, so he's going to have to redo this little bit of the section. Probably welcoming that little health refill of the jet, so he has a little bit left going into the next stage. But he still has a pretty decent lead, but like I said, you just never know with this game. It is punishing. Just kind of crazy little things will happen like that sometimes, and can open the door a little bit, and it's certainly a chance for Hypa to get back into this a little bit, as he will enter the Wily stage as well. These guys were about, boy, Poly almost missed the dog again there, but kind of grabbed on the Rush's tail there and got across safely as he enters the pusher fight. And as he enters the pusher fight, Hypa will be starting the stage, just a little bit behind. See how these cooperate with him. So far, so good. Pretty good movement. Not a lot of pushback from our pusher friends, although the bottom one just gave him a little bit of a problem. And these pushers getting a little bit aggressive. Poly kind of spacing out those plug balls and not mashing nearly as much, but he's getting kind of tired of the treatment he's getting from these guys, so he's just going to go back to the old lemon shooter and get through that. Hypa doing a nice job getting through the first quarter of the stage here as he moves on to the dragon and the checkpoint here. And Poly with a 24-minute exit. Really nice kill there, utilizing the rush coil there this time to get up to the dragon's face. These guys usually wait around on the ground for the first one, but it's a little bit faster to get through that way. You already have the rush coil out more than likely if you use that item there earlier in the stage. May as well utilize it, get right up in his face. And Hypa did just that. Good job for this first section of Wily 2 for Polytopes to get through there unscathed. The use of the rush jet was nice. And through that tough little hole. That can... I stress that because I've lost so many runs there of really good time just because I bonked my head there and I have to try to get through it, and it's just such a pain. Nice job, Poly, using that strat with the concrete there to use those little guys as a platform to walk across that pit. 9 o'clock flower for Poly, not ideal, but could be worse. Hype, I believe, is going to use the lemon masher until he can get to the tornado section of the program. Poly is moving on through the water section, through the checkpoint after the flower. And a nice job by Hypa to use those tornadoes up to get right through the rest of that pusher section. Poly continuing to go along here through Wily 2. Pretty long stage, a lot of difficult areas. He's through the major danger points of it now. He just has to worry about making sure that some of his jumps are precise here. Getting up with the rush coil and making sure he gets through that middle kind of cheater section there. A little door opening there, and he does a nice job of doing that. Take a little bit of a damage boost from this. Here to avoid the big one from BMJ. No shame in taking the hop over this time as he gets into the gate. Hypa here into Wily 2 as well. So far so good for him, and he gets through that little tough section. Using that concrete as a stepping stone and a killer. Gotta get that. Okay, just snuck it in. As I said, you gotta get those missiles before that hatch will open. Or unless if it jumps off screen and oh, Hypa just missed the platform there, so he has to go back and start from the beginning of the stage. Poly's gonna be on to the final phase of the Mecha Shark and gets the mouth opening there at the bottom, which not really ideal. Seems to be where I find where he opens it up mostly for me. You want to kind of be a little bit higher up, but he still gets a 2 cycle out of it, so nice job for Poly. See how Hypa will get through this part again. Nice job. Wily 3 here for Poly. He'll be doing the slow climb up the wall here just after he gets through a couple of these big mamas up here. Hypa wants to make sure he has enough concrete to get through the flower fight here. It's a smart decision by him to just take a little bit of damage. And both runners got the same flower both times. The 3 o'clock and the 9 o'clock. Hypa is going to take out the trident now and go through the second portion of the stage. See what Poly will do here. If he's going to take the jump, nope, he's going to take the damage boost, and there's no shame in that. That is a tougher jump than it looks. One that'll take your run away. You're on PB pace, I guarantee it. It happens. More than you'd probably like it to. Oh, Hypa. That's a tough jump to do that kind of YOLO jump there. Because you can just bonk your head just a little bit there and you're going to land on those spikes. My guess is he's going to take this opportunity to fill up concrete here at this checkpoint. He's going to take it for the trident instead. Probably more of a useful weapon at this point to make sure he has it full so he can get through Wily 3 stage. It's probably a pretty smart decision on his part. And we'll see Polytopes now get his way carried over. Nice job. He's going to break out the tornadoes. Now, he does it a little bit earlier, I believe, than some that I've seen do that. He'll do it right at that first section. Some wait till those first mets, but no matter what, it gets the job done. You only get 4 shots at it, and you want to clear out those enemies, and he does a great job, and this is where he takes his opportunity to fill up his tank and get ready for the easy double fight. Hype on to the final section before the shark. Oh, bummer. Spaceships were being a little bit difficult. Poly is going to try to get that 1 cycle double. Easy every time. Nice job. They're getting some extra work in there on the dog jump. And he's going to move into the Mecha Shark. Poly onto Wily 4. He's going to want to conserve as much of his rush shot, or his concrete shot as possible. He does have a refill up here, but wants to make sure that he's going to be in full power heading over to Galaxy, since he does not have any left as far as the M-Tank fill-ups, but he's perfectly full, and he's ready to go. Got the nice jewel swoop, and we'll see how Plug treats him now. My guess is more than likely Plug's going to come at him in some way, shape, or he usually doesn't stay over on the right hand side of the screen too often. And a nice job getting through there. Hype on the Wily 3 now. A little bit of concern with how Tornado Man is when you're going into some of these rooms, but he stays right down on the ground. Nice job of getting him good and dead before he starts flying around the room. Hyper with the swag dance. Love it. Pretty good Hornet fight there for Poly. And Hype with that nice scary jump there, he makes it just fine. And Poly with a good jewel kill. Hype on the wall climb number 2 as Poly goes into his splash refight. Gonna be a little bit off there shooting the tridents. It's really easy. Sometimes those Hornets have a mind of their own. That time they kind of were a little bit more interested in the Barracudas that were kind of screaming across the screen, and he had to make do with getting a right side kill. Not that big of a deal. He's a pretty good lead. Gets out of that with a little bit of mashing and wiggling there. Good job to escape that. Part of the program. And onto the Wily machine now, as Hype is going to make his way towards the long hallway into Wily 3. Very good Easter egg hunt for Poly on the first round of it. Second round here with concrete shot, I believe. I still think he has just enough. It's going to be close. He might be one short. Going to be short. But he went for the quick shot there. Not a big deal. He'll just break out the Magnum bazookas. No shock as the backup weapon of choice. And of course, you can try to postpone this here while you have the weapon out here as we go into the capsule portion. He'll switch the plug ball as we see Hype going into the easy double. See how Albert Richard Wiley here handles this one. Poly gets another good. Really solid capsule fight again. GG's for Polytopes with official SRL time of 34:10. GG's for Poly as Hypa gets the easy double kill. Well done on his part. Get those GG's out there for Mr. Polytopes. Get on over to Hypa here. And we have this race going 3, ladies and gentlemen. I think this doesn't surprise anybody, and Hypa's gonna just decide, let's just get this moving and get on over to the next race and finish this up. We've got 3 here. No surprise from 2 incredibly talented close runners. Absolutely no shock here. We're gonna get a new room set up here and we'll get on the way here just shortly. Hang with us, folks. Okay, here we're close to being ready here to get race number 3 going. See here with this one here, who's going to take the Group A title home. And I'm sure it's a little bit of okay, we are going to keep going here in just a couple of seconds. You guys aren't wasting any time, they're getting right into it. Yo rubber match, Hypa Polytopes, game 3 for the Group A title. And again, both runners have moved on already. They have advanced. They will be going on to the elimination round here. But they're still going to battle it out. You know, there's all the times they have to go through. There's seedings to go. They're probably going to